At Healthcare Partners Medical Group, our mission is to provide the highest quality of healthcare to each and every patient. With 5 locations in Pahrump, we are local doctors you know and trust. We want to thank you for choosing us. Quality care starts here.
You're watching KPVM News 46. Weekend Review. With Deanna O'Donnell. And Jason Koblenz.
Welcome to News 46's Weekend Review, your number one source for local news. I'm Deanna O'Donnell.
And I'm Ian B. Clark, and for Jason Koblenz for News 46.
A 70-year-old man from Galloway, Ohio was killed crossing Highway 160 near Calvada last week after being struck by a pickup truck. A little before 7 p.m. last night, a fatal vehicle versus pedestrian accident occurred here on Highway 160 in Calvada. Pahrump Valley Fire and Rescue, Nye County Sheriff's deputies, and Nevada Highway Patrol all arrived on scene to respond to a man who was said to be lying in the roadway with blood coming from his head. The vehicle involved in this accident, a pickup truck, sustained severe damage to the front portion of the hood. Pahrump Valley Fire and Rescue did pronounce the man dead on scene here at Highway 160 and Calvada. The Highway Patrol Major Accident Investigation Team is said to be coming here from Las Vegas to conduct the investigation of this accident. This is Deanna O'Donnell for News 46.
Fire fully engulfed a home this week on the north side of town. Deanna O'Donnell reports.
2 occupants of a home were displaced this morning when their house on the north side of town was fully engulfed in flames. We're going to speak to Fire Chief Scott Lewis.
Yes, around 9:15 this morning, we were dispatched a report of a structure fire. Upon our arrival, we found actually a single wide with an attached structure, well involved in fire, numerous exposures, including other structures and vehicles. The fire conditions warranted a defensive exterior attack, which was accomplished by the first Dewey and Engine Company. We established water supply via our mobile tenders. The fire was controlled approximately 5 or 6 minutes after our arrival. There were no injuries other than the fact that during the course of the suppression, an errant bullet discharged from within the house and ammunition, and it struck our lieutenant in the hand. It did not break the skin. He was not injured, but it was just something to remind us of how dangerous these situations can be.
You guys run across this quite frequently, right? Ammunition in homes that is going off. What kind of precautions can a firefighter take to protect themselves?
Well, we try to determine through our size up whether or not there is ammunition in the house. We ask the homeowners if they're available, things like that. In this particular case, there was no pre-notice. They were doing a good job with their attack, and then, of course, we had this discharge occur.
And he was hit in the hand, but it didn't break the skin?
It did not break the skin, and it did not penetrate even through his glove. It just left a kind of a small welt on the top of his hand.
Any other ammunition that went off at the same time?
There was a number of different discharges occurring, but we're not sure exactly how much ammunition was stored in the house.
So this house, 2 occupants were able to escape, and it went up very quickly, didn't it?
It did. We were facing winds that were up to 30 miles per hour out of the southwest, and so it did actually hinder us to a certain degree as far as our suppression, but the crews did a really good job. Actually, I requested a brush truck, and the reason for that, because of the wind-driven fire conditions, there were some spot fires developing throughout the area, so we placed them on Amber Patrol.
Do you know what started this fire?
It appears that it's a malfunction of the hot water heater that was installed in the structure.
Will you be conducting any other investigation on that?
No, that's as far as the investigation is going to go today. There's no indicators of anything less than accidental.
The occupants were able to move their vehicles away from the structures as well, at least the ones that they have that are operational, before anything else got engulfed in the flames.
Yes, they moved their vehicles that they could. There were several that were inoperable in close proximity to the structure.
Any other animals or anything else that was at the residence?
Best of my knowledge, there was 1 cat that was unaccounted for.
The occupants, what's going to happen with them now? Do you know if they're getting some help with Red Cross?
It's my understanding that no Red Cross assistance at this point, that they did have family who lived on the same property, and I think that they're going to take responsibility for this shelter.
Once again, those occupants of the home were uninjured in this accident, as well as Lieutenant Steve Moody from Pahrump Valley Fire and Rescue. This is Deanna O'Donnell for News 46. One person was transported via Pahrump Valley Fire and Rescue ambulance to Desert View Hospital. The driver and only occupant of a large sedan who was wearing a seatbelt sustained only minor injuries when their vehicle flipped off South Highway 160 after hitting another car. Here on southbound Highway 160, actually in the northbound lanes, was a two-vehicle accident last night right before 5 p.m. Here, Nevada Highway Patrol arrived on scene along with Nye County Sheriff's deputies and Pahrump Valley Fire and Rescue to find one vehicle off the roadway, quite a distance, actually rolled over on its roof. The other vehicle on the roadway hit the barrier there, preventing it from going to oncoming traffic, and bounced back off of it. The two people inside the smaller car only received minor injuries. They declined to be transported. The other person inside the larger sedan, also receiving minor injuries, was transported here locally to Desert View Hospital. Traffic was brought down to one single lane while Nevada Highway Patrol conducted the investigation. This is Deanna O'Donnell for News 46.
Rescuers spent most of the morning one day last week searching for an aircraft that reportedly crashed near Carpenter Canyon on the south end of town.
Las Vegas Metropolitan Police Department, Clark County Fire and Rescue, Pahrump Valley Fire and Rescue, and American Medical Response all responded to the area of Carpenter Canyon and Highway 160 for a report of a plane crash this morning. Search and rescue all arrived on scene, as well as Pahrump Valley Fire and Rescue, who searched the area for this alleged plane crash. There was also air support searching for the aircraft that was said to have went down in the area. The reporting party on scene there said that they saw a cylindrical object go down and hit the ground in the desert area. After approximately an hour, Pahrump Valley Fire and Rescue were called off scene. There's still no word as to if the aircraft was found at this time. This is Deanna O'Donnell for News 46. Much more local news when News 46's Weekend Review returns. Don't go anywhere.